Okay. The federal government of Canada has decided this week to go back to discussing the 4 million new homes on the way by 2030, whatever it is. Okay. Posting social media, running a little quiet little ads on digital ads. Big, we've got Chrystia Freedland putting a post out, the finance minister. 4 million new homes coming soon, on the way. We're working hard for you, Canadians. Or hardly working, because there's no 4 million new homes. Not happening. Not at all. Look, I make it a point not to make this about personalities, not to make this about the people in government are fine. So no matter how much hatred we have for some of the folks, it's not sensible. It's not sensible. They're just people doing a job. Sometimes very poorly. Sometimes making tons of wrong decisions. But they're just human beings like you and I. They don't deserve the level of hatred that some of us have developed for them. But let's be clear. Discussing 4 million new homes in 8 years or 9 years or whatever many years that they're talking about, doesn't matter. It's completely false. Totally false. By the way, they've been saying it for 9 years. 9 years. So, why is it so ridiculous? Let me tell you. In 2024, this year, by the time we finish this year, we'll have about 215,000 new starts, new construction starts. By the way, a bunch more than usual is purpose-built rentals. Typically that's a small portion. Purpose-built rentals are a small portion. Rentals are a small portion historically in the last 20 years. But this year, they're going to be a much bigger portion because of the CMHC program, which is a good program. CMHC multifamily program, great program. It's going to create a lot more purpose-built rentals. It's doing its job. It's a good thing. But it also means that homes for people to buy are down enormously. Enormously. It's not just because the record was in 2021. Not the all-time record, but the last 25-year record was in 2021. So we've been on a constant decline. Here's the news. The highest likelihood is, in Canada, we will start less than 200,000 homes in 2025. Less, like it'll go under 200, which is a very, very bad result in a country that has brought in close to 3 million new people to live here. They're not all going to stay, but we brought in 3 million in the last 3 years. Like the highest population growth outside of Sierra Leone or something. I mean, literally, there's it's hard to find. I think we're the third fastest growing country on the planet. So, a disaster. It's a complete disaster. So what we've got to do is we've got to stop talking about the 4 million new homes. It's just ridiculous. So what's the right approach? First and foremost, be honest. Federal government, be honest. Don't start yelling. I know. They can't be honest. Okay, please. Everybody can be honest. Just be honest. No hope of the 4 million. The 4 million would take 20 years. And even if we peeled off immigration down to 400,000, it still would not keep up. The number, the concept, the whole thing is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And everybody who talks about it in the government should simply shut the fuck up. Quit saying the 4 million. Don't say it again. It's nuts. All right? So admit that the first step is admitting you have a problem. Okay? It's false. There's not going to be 4 million. What's the next steps? The next steps is just say we're gonna rethink it. We're gonna think of a new plan. Maybe it's forcing cities and towns to reduce development charges and taxes on new builds. maybe we got to really look at that strongly. Maybe we have to really federally somehow find a way, because it's not easy. It's mainly provincial jurisdiction. It's not federal jurisdiction, but maybe find a way to create an environment where people would rethink the size of homes. By the way, by rethinking, I don't mean just shrinking, okay? Because we should shrink. What family needs 3,600 square feet? Shrink down homes, but simultaneously, let's stop building ridiculous 475 square foot dog crate condos. Let's find a way to end that. Do whatever influence you need to do, federal government, but get right-sized housing going. Don't just the idea of a 485 square foot dog crate is functionally insulting to humans that you want to put in there. Who in the name of sweet Jesus can raise a family in those places? It's ridiculous, okay? So we need to find a way to pull construction costs down. First place to look is the cities and municipalities who are charging way too much. There's way too much complexity to get zoning. We need infrastructure. We need serious infrastructure. So if we want to build satellite cities, we have to provide water treatment, sewer support. We have to have, there is a lot to do, preparatory work. We got to do it. All right? So, federal government, I beg you, shut the fuck up on the 4 million new homes. Stop saying it. Don't say it anymore. It's embarrassing and insulting. Admit the failure and try new things.